Welcome to my 2023 Christmas Tree Decorate with me. I'm Elizabeth. It's so wonderful to have you back here at my old maple home. And if you're new, I'm so happy that you joined us today. But as you can see, my husband and I, we were in the thick of moving all of the furniture around because you can't just put up a tree. You have to completely redecorate, restyle the whole living room. At least that's happens in our case, but it's worth it to have the tree and those beautiful bay windows. Get on over.
Wow, so big. I knew it was on my top.
I'm gonna do my butt. And here's a little scan of some of the ornaments we're going to be using. As you can see, there's blues and neutrals, and then some like dried eucalyptus with some blue and white pattern. It turns out so pretty. Can't wait for you to see. So as you saw, I started with a ribbon and then I went to any type of pick or spray. And now we're moving on to the bigger bulbs, the more substantial bulbs that I know I really want to kind of tuck deeper into the tree limbs. And then after we're done with that, we are going to move on to the specialty bulbs, still in the larger size. And then you kind of work your way down to the smaller bulbs. For the ornaments that you just saw me holding up that said joy, I simply went to Hobby Lobby and grabbed some craft paper in the colors and the patterns that I wanted to use. And then I made the letters with some imitation gold foil, and I just kind of traced a little stencil to put down the gold leafing bonding agent, and then you just brush it on. Somehow I don't think I got footage of that process, but it's just as easy as what I said, and anyone can do it, that's for sure, but it is very messy, so as a forewarning if you've never done it before. Well, I hope you're getting some good DIY ornament ideas from what you've seen me do so far. So next, I'm just making some very simple round ornaments with that beautiful blue and white floral craft paper from Hobby Lobby. And by the way, all of these little wooden pieces were also from Hobby Lobby, just in the wooden craft section. And then I just drilled a hole at the top to turn them into an ornament, or used some ribbon. And then I just used some sandpaper along those edges just to clean up any of the overhang of the paper, and that worked out great. A little bit of rub and buff on the edges to kind of conceal that raw wood, and some embellishments with those metal pieces that I also found in Hobby Lobby, I believe in their jewelry making section. And here we are. These turned out really cute too. all an inspirational Christmas tree decorating video for you today, full of antique Victorian style ornaments. I hope that you enjoy, so let's get started. Have some beautiful vintage ornaments that I found at an antique store. I have some DIY ornaments, just some unique things to help curate my vintage Victorian traditional Christmas tree this year. Here we are up in our attic. I'm pulling down the ornaments, kind of going through. Thankfully, everything's labeled pretty well, so I know what I'm working with. But I'm out of breath from going up all those flights of stairs. But here's my pile. I already took one down. And next, I want to show you an up-close look at the vintage Christmas ornaments that I found at the antique store. Look at how sweet and beautiful this ornament is with the little girl on it. I told my daughter that that was her. I found quite a few of these with all different prints of different scenes and art kind of on the front. And I think I paid $4 a piece for these. I absolutely love every single one of them. They fit in so perfect with the theme of my tree this year. Next, we have these beautiful cream-colored glittery musical instruments. It looks like there's harps. I'm not exactly sure what the other ones are called, but I think that these are going to look so elegant on my tree. I also picked up this really pretty little church ornament in this kind of golden mercury glass finish. I think that this was actually from Joann Fabrics, so not vintage, but it kind of looks like it. And I really liked these beaded ornaments. I love the color of them, the little bit of glisten that they give off. And this one was also really beautiful, just a simple, shiny golden ornament. Most of these were around $1 a piece, I believe. This stained glass poinsettia ornament was also from Joann's. I paid up for this one. I want to say it was around $6. And these little guys I thought were really cute, just the cloche kind of a look to them, and those were from Hobby Lobby. Okay, I love these. I'm going to show you the coolest thing that they do. They light up and there's like a little flickering candle inside. I just think these are the cutest and sweetest ornaments ever. I think I have 5 of them all together now. I love the glow that they give off. Here's another favorite, and these are also from Joann Fabrics. I loved the poinsettia like fabric applique that's on them. I just think those are so charming and beautiful. I think I picked up 3 of those. And then this little guy, I thought he was also charming. He was from Hobby Lobby. I also have this adorable cardinal ribbon. I think that was from Joann Fabrics. And then of course I also grabbed some red velvet ribbon and some cream. And then these ornaments here still in the package were also from the antique store. I always start my tree decorating with the ribbon first, and I thought that I would try this kind of creamy colored satin ribbon. I do end up putting on a few strands, but later I end up taking it off because it ended up looking very, very white on the tree, and I just didn't feel like it was giving me the look that I was ultimately going for. So you will see the tree change over the period of this video because it took me about 3 days to decorate my tree to get it to where I really loved it and was happy with it. So I knew I really wanted this red velvet ribbon to be a strong feature on my tree, and I thought some bows would look very pretty hanging throughout the tree. So I just started making some bows with the ribbon. I kept the tails pretty long because I knew I wanted to have that kind of trailing feature going down the tree, kind of being tucked in and out of the tree. So I think I made 4 or 5 of these, and then I'll show you how I place them on my tree. And now we're going to pop in some of these big, beautiful poinsettia picks that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. This is going to just give us our nice pop of red throughout the tree and kind of fill in any bare spots. I tend to go a little non-traditional with my tree topper, meaning I don't use a star or anything store-bought that is intended to be a tree topper. I usually like to use picks, or in this case, I am using some faux hydrangeas, and then we're going to kind of build upon that, make sure we have some red at the top of our tree, and we're also going to give the tree a little bit of height. So let's see what I come up with. Well, as you can see, the tree is now looking a little bit different, and that is because I kind of redid some things. I wasn't happy with the bulbs that I had on there. They were just too modern looking, too white. I wanted to give it a little bit more pattern and texture, so I thought that these cardinal ribbon strips would look beautiful in there and give me the effect and the feel that I was going for, and I definitely think that they do. So now at this point, I'm really starting to see the tree come to life and the vision that I had in my mind for this very traditional kind of antique, vintage, Victorian tree. The ornaments, the vintage ornaments, they're just all working really well off of each other. And so now it's time for the fun part of placing all of the really showstopper ornaments and making sure that they're getting their front and center place on the tree. Okay, and so I also did some DIY ornaments for my tree just to give it that personal touch. I went ahead and found some doilies at the antique store, and all I'm doing is using those to cover these plastic, just very plain bulbs. And I'm just using my hot glue gun, and surprisingly, they went on very easy. I accidentally filmed all this in high speed, so I hope that you can still kind of get the idea of what I'm doing here. Like I said, the doilies were already round. They were kind of the perfect size, so this was a really, really easy DIY, and they looked beautiful on the tree. So these next DIY bulbs, I am using this gorgeous red toile that I found also at the antique store. I just got super lucky that day. So this did come in kind of an awkward rectangular shape, so I kind of had to figure out how to kind of cut them so that I was using the most fabric and not wasting any, and then also so that it would kind of lay on the round bulb as nice as possible. So I eventually got it to where they laid really smooth and it wasn't buckled up and stuff, but the pattern didn't line up perfectly, but that's okay. I think you still get the idea of the toile on the tree, and it just gave that beautiful touch of pattern and that pop of red. So I'm gonna show you close-ups of everything, of all the ornaments once they're on the tree, so that you can get the whole feel of how everything came together. And to continue with the toile theme, I wanted my tree skirt to be toile, and the thing I came up with was a curtain in the correct color scheme that I was going for. I just couldn't find any blankets or even material that was as good of a price as a really large curtain panel. So that is what I'm using here. 100% cotton. It's really, really beautiful. So I'll leave that linked down below for you also. And I think I might have saved the best for last, because these little flameless clip-on candles just kind of made the whole tree. I will have them linked below for you so that you can find the exact ones that I got. I feel like you got a lot of them for a great price. And like I said, they're just so charming and sweet. They add the perfect little flickering glow. They even come with a remote. They are just so awesome. I love them so, so much. So if you're going to buy anything new for your tree this year, I definitely recommend these. I think they go with any style of tree. They are just so, so fun.
Everything glistens and everything's bright. Everyone's happy and spirits are light. I am sitting here thinking, alone with my drink, as I do this time of the year.
I will have everything linked for you guys down in the description below.